Get off the couch.
Get off the couch. Simple as that, guys. Get off the couch. What more? Love a good challenge.
Yeah.
Hey there, Cromwell community. I'm Matthew Newton, a new licensed salesperson with EXP Realty. I'm working with Carl McNulty, Hilary Seagrave, and Maria Yeoman. I'm starting this little podcast here for you guys, bringing on local business people in the area. So if you know anybody that wants to pop on a podcast, just let me know at the end in the comments there, guys. So today we're blessed with the presence of Scotty. He's here from Custom Fabricators, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about what he does and how he got started on his journey. Let's get it over to Scotty.
Yeah, g'day guys. Scott Canham, Custom Fabricators, operating under Custom Fab Signs and Graphics here in Cromwell. Local sign writer, fulfilling all the signage needs in Cromwell.
Cool. Awesome, mate. It's great to have you here on the podcast. And what put you on the path that you ended up on?
Signage started for me a long time ago. I left school, got into motorbikes, and I actually got let go. The motorbike shop let me go. They went under, and the best way I could stay into motorbikes was a guy down the road had a sign shop that rode motorbikes, so I wanted to make stickers for my bike. Ended up doing an apprenticeship, and ended up leaving the industry. Learned a whole bunch more skills that I didn't realise it was going to come in handy now. We decided that we'd leave the town that we were living in, born and raised in Rotorua, up in North Island, and then my wife's down the South Island, so she was destined to come home. And we got 2 little kids, so we decided we'd raise them in Cromwell. Here we are.
Cool. And you've been running your own gig there now for about 2 years or so?
Yep.
Yeah.
Started Custom Fabricators 2 years ago. I got back into signage because the passion was there for the challenge, and signage is a challenge. Every single job is a challenge. It's not the same thing over and over again. You're not picking up the same tools every day.
Yeah.
You're meeting new people every day. So the challenge is there, and I love a good challenge.
Always a good challenge, mate. And for our viewers here watching today, are you able to tell us a bit about some of the challenges that you had to overcome and face?
Yeah. Business is a challenge. Money is a challenge.
Yeah.
There's never a right or wrong time to start a business.
Yeah.
There's no better time than now. Tomorrow's always too late.
Yeah.
And the best part about business is the journey. It's not about the wins or the losses. It's about learning. Every job is a new chance to learn. It's a new chance to shine. You grow from every job, and whether or not you make money or lose money on it, it's always learning. And I love that about the challenge as well, is every time you take on that new job and it is a new challenge, 9 times out of 10 we're going to win, because it's not in our nature to lose. So pushing forward, pushing for greatness in every job, the quality has to be there 100% of the time. And if it's not there, that's part of our service to make it 100%.
Awesome, mate. That's brilliant. Great to hear. And in terms of the sacrifices that you've had to partake with, how do you feel about sacrificing, spending time with the family and things like that?
Yeah. Time is definitely not on your side when it comes to business. There's such thing as a work-life balance. So people say. Unfortunately, that doesn't really have a say in my life.
No.
I've got a very supportive wife, 2 amazing kids. I couldn't have done anything I've done without my wife, Alicia. She's been a massive part of the journey. I know a lot of people that are in business that have been doing it for a long time now that are single, and they've said even by themselves it's hard because they haven't got anyone in the background to help push them. Everybody has mates, but your mates are probably your worst downfall. They're not your biggest downfall. They're your worst downfall because they never want to see you hurt. And even your family, no one wants to see you get hurt. And businesses, it's like eating glass.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
But when you surround yourself with great people, it makes it a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah.
Having a supportive spouse, being my wife, she's the massive part of what I do. She's the driving force when I don't want to get out of bed, when it's been a hard week, and she's in there nudging me, come on.
Go back to me.
Yeah. You know, we wanted it at the end of the day. Living week to week, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough on the family. It's tough on the kids. It's tough on myself. I consider myself a simple man, and working hard has always been something I've done. A lot of people see something wrong with me because of the effort I put in.
I don't think people understand 20 hours a day every day.
No, not many people do understand.
This man doesn't sleep.
I'm very thankful for the people I have around me.
Yeah.
I have two amazing mentors, Rowena and K-Man McAvoy, two people I speak very highly of because themselves have been all around the world doing business, and they don't see it as a sacrifice because they love what they do. They put a lot of passion into what they do, and a massive part of what Rowie says all the time is do what you love, do what you're passionate about, create massive value, and there is no other road at the end of the day, because why would you want to be unhappy?
Yeah.
And why would you not want to create value for the people around you, especially for your friends, your family?
Yeah.
And if doing what you love can bring massive value to the people around you, then that's what you should do.
Yeah. And on that topic there, you obviously made quite a big transition in your life there a couple of years ago. What was the main factor you'd say that drove you to do that? Because you took a very, very big risk.
The biggest driving force was quality.
Yeah.
I've always been about quality over quantity, and I've always felt that I can deliver more. Everybody that I've always worked for, I've always strived for more.
Yeah.
Not for more money, just I had more to give, more to offer. And being in positions when you work with other people, there's always going to be limitations. You're always going to hit the roof, or you're always going to, You're always going to overstep boundaries or step on other people's toes. So for me, I'd hit a point where I thought I wasn't going to go any further. I'm not going to go anywhere doing what I'm doing, working day to day. And that's not anything bad for the company I was working for. It just meant I was never going to have what I needed working for someone.
Yeah.
It didn't matter who I was working for. I was still never going to get that fulfillment. So to start a business is, in my eyes, the ultimate challenge.
Yeah.
If you don't have family, you have nothing to lose. But when you have a family and you have a roof over their head, you have everything to lose. So the challenge was there. The challenge was set. I'd been working for people my whole life and put in well and truly over 110%. And my family was missing out on a lot. And I decided that was it. If I was to start a business, I would build a life that my family wouldn't have to miss out on.
Yeah. Awesome stuff, mate. That's pretty heartfelt story. I'm sure lots of our viewers here can relate to some of the comments and stuff that you've made there. Cromwell brings such a small community, and there's lots of families, especially with young kids like yourself. So have you got any words here for our viewers on people that might be sitting out there that want to make this transition? What's one piece of advice that you could give them that's going to help them with taking that leap? going out and doing something by themselves.
Get off the couch.
Get off the couch. Simple as that, guys. Get off the couch. What more? Love a good challenge.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. Just get up. There's nothing worse than doing nothing.
Yeah.
In my eyes. Being a hard worker, having a good work ethic. Sitting on the couch has never been enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
So I guess that's been a massive part of what's made me, in my eyes, I might not be successful to other people because I'm not big enough yet.
Yeah.
Yet. But sitting on the couch, doing nothing, isn't going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
So get off the couch, wake up, get at it. You know, what Rowie always says to me, and I talk about her all the time. She's just a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
Do what you love and create massive value.
Yeah. 100%.
Don't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah. And on that topic of value, all of the customers that you've had through, what would be the things that you say they'd value? Would it be quality, price? Is there a balance? Can you tell us more about that?
I should hope it's service.
Service?
Yeah.
Service above all?
Service above anything. Giving people a great customer experience. No one deserves to be treated like garbage. So everyone that walks through my doors, they'll be greeted with a smile all the time. And they'll know that the product that they're getting is always going to be top quality, because signage is a hard game. A lot of people see signage as a big investment. So the biggest return on investment in signage is visibility, being seen. It's not so much the cost. It's how many customers are you losing not being seen? It takes 2 seconds to be seen or to catch someone's attention. If you don't catch their attention in 2 seconds,
done for.
See you later, customer.
Yeah.
Say bye-bye money. Bye.
Yeah.
So, if that was my one little bit, then I hope that reaches someone and helps them.
Yeah. And if you were to reflect on the last couple of years that you've been in business, can you see how much you've grown in that time?
Hugely. Yeah. What used to hurt me when I started is, on the grand scale of things, nothing now. It's just minute.
Yeah.
A lot of people see it as the eye of the storm. When you're stuck in the eye of the storm, it's hard to see the beautiful sunny skies way out in the distance.
Yeah.
But you fortify your mind. You strengthen yourself by those tough times. You get through them, and then no matter how hard the things are that pop up next, they're nothing on the grand scale of things. Hard times create tough people.
Yeah. And for the next 12 months, where do you sort of see your business going, and any changes that you're making?
Up.
Sideways, down.
No, we're not going down. We're definitely not going down. I can see just expansion. That's going to be the biggest thing. It's just moving forward, one step at a time, creating value for more people, creating more awareness of who we are, expanding, not just in Cromwell, outside of Cromwell, Otago, New Zealand, outside of New Zealand, even Australia. I think joining in the signage industry, a lot of people, they'll probably attach themselves to small projects, but seeing a big project isn't, for me, a big project is just another opportunity to shine.
Yeah.
I love problems. As I said, I love a challenge. So it doesn't matter how big the challenge is, how big the job is. I just can't wait to sink my teeth into it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love a good challenge.
Awesome. And your team's grown now as well. You got Jaden.
Yep. I got a few. I call them team players.
Team players.
I don't have staff. They're team players. Because we are a massive team, and I couldn't do it without the people I have in the shop. Gemma, Jaden, about to have another person come on board. She's going to be incredibly value to the operation. I always thought I had the dream team in mind, and the team that I have now is well and truly better than the team that I thought I would need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gained some great friends.
Yeah, 100%. And through all your business venture, we've sort of spoken there about the next 12 months and sort of where you see yourself going, and spoken about signage, but can you tell us a little bit more about some of the other projects that you do? Because you do a lot more than just signage.
It's signage is a massive part of my life just because of how I started.
Yeah.
I started in the sign industry. I went away from it. I didn't understand it being younger. I've always been creative, so it didn't matter what I was doing. I always put 100% into it, whether it was building, engineering, joinery, motorbikes. It doesn't matter what I do. So when I started my business, I just decided I wouldn't say no. It didn't matter who the customer was. I'd put 100% into it. And if I didn't know something, I'd find out.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best thing you can do as far as service goes for a customer. It's not so much what I can give you, it's what I can do for you. And it's not a case of I'm going to clip the ticket. It's I'm going to figure out how to do this one way or another, whether I get to do it or I get the next best person to do it. It doesn't matter. And my prices reflect the fact that you don't just get a job, or you don't just get a product. You get me taking on the responsibility of your task.
Yeah.
And I hope that it doesn't take long for people to realize that when you find someone that's good at their job, it doesn't matter about the price. The price is forgotten long after the quality is outlived the cost. So Custom Fabricators was always just, it was a mix of years worth of hard labor for multiple different companies that I've worked for, and in my eyes, not delivering in the quality of service. So each job I take on, whether it be signage, engineering, fabricating, we do engraving, CNC routering projects, big or small. The lasering side of it, the community in the lasering community is huge. It's worldwide. So again, if it's something that we can't do, there's such a vast array of other people out there that are more than happy to help out, and it's just easy enough to flip their job and join them in, fortify your team players and your circle. It doesn't have to be my job, but I'm sure as heck gonna make it. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna see it out.
Yeah, fair enough. And with all that talk about quality and things like that, how many thousands of hours would you say you've put just into, if you take away all of the working for people just in your business initially before you even worked on any customers, how many thousands of hours have you put in to sort of honing your craft there?
A lot of people probably wouldn't believe me if I told you.
No, they wouldn't, because it is a pretty astronomical number from memory.
It is, and to measure consistency, you have to be there.
Yeah.
To measure it. And my consistency with my business when I started was I slept 2 hours a day for 365 days. And majority of people spend 8 hours, if not longer, 12 hours sleeping. At the start of my journey, I thought, what's the return on my investment going to be if I don't sleep as much? If I put more hours, or if I put more effort into every hour of every day, what would I get back?
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I thought there's a lot of people that sleep bugger all. Again, my two mentors that I look very, very highly up to, they sleep next to none. They have been doing it for years, and they operate at such a high level. People
on the smell of the oily rag.
People wouldn't even begin to believe what you can achieve in 20 hours.
Yeah.
I watched it was a great person, Jim Rohn, and he said, if someone offered you a ticket to go to a tropical island, all expenses paid, tomorrow, but you weren't allowed to take anything, you just had to take the ticket and get on a plane first thing in the morning, in my eyes, what would you do in the time leading up to leaving? What would you be willing to do if you had a list of things to do to get on that plane? Most people would say, oh, I can't do it because I've got this, and this to do. And a lot of people would move heaven and earth to get that done, to get on that plane ride. And for me, that was my turning point, was what would I be willing to do in my first year of business to get my business up and running if I was to work for 20 hours a day, 365 days. So you do the math.
long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
Again, I couldn't have done it without my wife.
Yeah.
She is 100% the main part of my last 2 years in business. So, having a team behind you is a huge part.
Yeah.
Pushing the people that are on your team to guide you, not to pull you back, not to restrain you, but help you through those tough times.
Yeah.
Help push through those tough times when you don't want to get out of bed, don't want to get off the couch.
Yeah.
That's how you go forward, in my eyes.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. And for our viewers here, is there anything else that you'd like to add before we close off the podcast?
No, so I'm quite happy with the way that things are going with my business. I should hope that if any other listeners out there are wanting some signage done, more than happy to come out and have a look at whatever it is that they need done, give you a free quote, and hopefully build some good, trusting relationships with the Cromwell community, outside Cromwell as well. Looking forward to working with everybody, to be fair.
Awesome stuff, mate. And it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here on the podcast, mate. So thank you for taking the time. I know your time's very valuable, so thank you for taking the time to join me this evening to put this podcast together, mate. And hopefully our viewers, local and otherwise, have enjoyed it. And hopefully there's at least one piece of information that everybody can take from this. And great.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Stuff. Fantastic. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. That was the first episode of Beyond the Sale. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, please drop your comments there below. And if you know anybody that would like to hop on the show here that's starting a new business or an existing business, please do let me know. Catch you soon.